Things
have changed.
Fully official.
We're on TV, but the cameras are the television channels now.
Right,
yes. What channel was your phone on? What channel is your phone on?
Instagram Live. We got Facebook Live.
Where we at?
We got AOL Live over here.
We got World Star in here somewhere.
Yeah.
About the fight. What's going on?
Yes.
We are live, so everything you say is going out in the universe right now. But I have to say, we're honored to have you here. A big fan from growing up, and just so great to see you guys back. I love it.
Thank you.
Great to be back.
Yeah.
Great to be back.
So, okay, 2001 was the last time you put out a full studio-length album.
Yes.
Why now to get together to, release this new set?
You know what? We had a sophomore album, right, called Hootie Mac, and after the Poison album, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it was so big, it was so monstrous, and we were kind of, we were in our zone, and we felt like we could just do anything, and we kind of took it for granted, and we just threw together another album. We didn't really think about it, and it didn't do so well, right? So with us and what we learned from that, we spent a lot of time on the road, touring all over the world. We're in touch with our fans like daily, and we've really learned to appreciate the support that our fans have for us, So we don't want to take that for granted. And we did some songs. We kind of tested the waters here and there. But music really and creativity is all about timing and where you are in your life and just making sure that it's right. We feel like we owe it to our fans to give them the best, to give them our best. And that's just how long it took. It took 15 years to do that. Yeah, seriously.
15 years. But we've been performing. One of the things that I think is gift and a curse to a certain extent is the fact that we were kind of bred to be entertainers. It was about the stage show. It was about how do we win this $10 and how do we get the girls to scream for us. You know what I'm saying? Come on, give me some of that.
Go away.
See, that's the energy. Yeah.
Damn, that's the TV show.
Right. That's the energy that we long for. So you put out a classic like Poison and Do Me and When Will I See You Smile Again, then you put those tickets up for sale. And we have sold out concerts year after year after year. And that's our bloodline. That's what kind of, wakes us up every day, and I think that's kind of like the curse, that's what makes us not want to really go into the studio because we're always on the road, 50, 60, 70 shows a year. But then we're on the road, and a lot of the people that are screaming in those audiences are asking us, when are y'all going to drop another joint, So finally, 15 years later, we had to make that thing happen.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it was worth the wait. Run is already getting play on radio. How does it feel to be back on the radio again, how many years later?
Man, it feels good. It started here in New York City, July 9th. Funkmaster Flex from Hot 97, he broke it on a Tuesday night, and he just kept dropping bombs and bombs and bombs.
Yo, he played the joint for about 8, 9 minutes straight.
Yeah, and the phone was just ringing. People were just like, we hope y'all didn't make a record, that didn't fit our age. Yeah. So we took the Notorious Big Hypnotize, which was a hot joint in the 90s, and we just sang over that, and we just had a safe entryway back into radio, and every station just took it and played it, and it sparked us to want to go make a whole album, and we was like, damn, we got to find a partner, so we linked up with E1. We went independent, we own this project. Please clap for that one.
Yeah.
Yes. And they said, look, if you guys want to make it in January, you got 3 weeks to make the album. So we locked down, right? And we just started calling all our friends, some of the producers, Battle Cat.
Yes, Eric Sermon produced Run. You got KG from Naughty by Nature.
Rico,
yes.
Cyrus.
You got G1.
Little Ricky, right?
Yes, and we got collabos on this joint. We got a song called Finally with SWV, lady.
Yeah, that's your next single.
Yes. We had to revive the East Coast family situation with Bell Biv DeVoe and Boys to Men. It's like the line dance song. Y'all gonna be, you know what I'm saying? I can't wait to come up with a new line dance for that one. But it's a special project. Mike's been saying it for the last couple days. We've been on this mad promo run for the New Edition story in our album as well, and he's saying himself and Rick's.
What's your name, man?
Right.
What's your name, huh? Lester?
Yeah.
Come here, give me a hand.
Oh,
Hold my hand.
Interaction here, I love it.
Listen to this. Go ahead, Ron.
Yeah. Some of our best, if not our best work. Period. Mike said our best. If you line the songs up, right? You know, from song 1 to song 9 on the Poison LP, song 1 to song 10
except
on this Poison. 3 Stripes, except for Poison, because we know that one is in the stratosphere.
Yes.
Yes.
I want to talk to you about Poison.
This is our best work.
Poison, of course, you know, is still popular today. I actually have to say, I told my DJ at my wedding, this is a must-have play at my wedding.
Thank you.
Right? So take me back to that time. We're talking like late 80s. This came out in 1990, right? Poison. And what that song meant, because you didn't write that song, but you heard it instantly and you wanted to record it, right?
Yeah, we're going to honor our bet and we're going to go back. The bet is this. Between us and you and y'all. When you buy the album, because you're going to buy the album, right? Right? We're going to get the album, right?
Oh, she got the pre-sale. That's what I'm talking about, because you can point and click right now.
We just want you to listen to it,
listen
to the first album, listen to the second, and just see if it feels better vocally, musically, song for song for song. If it doesn't touch you like that, just hit us online. We'll make sure y'all get free tickets to the concert. All right? But if it feels like that, then hit us online and say, I like,
and
it's
let
hot,
us know. Right.
joint for joint. We want to do that with our audience because we want y'all to be honest with us. And in the 90s when Poison came out, it was beyond our wildest dreams. You know, we shot a video in Brooklyn under the bridge. It was maybe, what, minus 10 degrees outside? And we was working with Lionel Martin from Classic Concept, who did all the rap videos, and it was his first time working with an R&B group. And we just wanted to just step away from New Edition in the suits and just be who we are before we go on stage. And this guy right here sat in the editing lab, and he helped edit the endings of the video. And it just seemed like once we saw ourselves on film, you know, it was like we were just giving birth. That's how it felt, right?
Yeah, it did. And initially, the song got some backlash to a certain extent. You know, it just felt like even from the individuals that were at our record label, they felt like there's no way we can get this song played at radio because it was so fast forward. But I think the visual, like Mike said, and the fact that we just pounded the pavement across the country. We went on this basketball tour. We called this thing, we had a crew called the Hootie Bangers. That's what we called them. And we did like 10, 12 different cities along with that video. And once people saw the visual and they caught the energy of the song, it just kept moving and just took on a life of its own.
I can't believe there was backlash about it. So it was backlash because they just didn't think it was going to be a hit single?
Well, there was nothing like that on the radio at the time, and our, you know, our promoter, radio promoter at the time, A.D. Washington, we played it for him. You know, he's the guy that listens to the songs. He gives you ideas on what the single should be and what he can get played at radio. And he heard it, and he said, there's no way I can get this played on the radio because there's nothing like it. You know, it's got the rap, it's got this, you know, aggressive beat to it and all of that. He's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what you guys want us to do. So we had the vision for it. As soon as we heard Poison, we knew exactly like that fits our image, it fits the style, it fits everything about us. And so we just hit the streets with it, and we let our fans, you know, dictate what was going to happen.
And we just want to say thank y'all. Thank y'all.
So many years later, amazing.
Hey, you know, you see the guy right there? He's been around since we was 14. This is Ronnie Wright, y'all.
Taking pictures
This
of us,
is
man.
New York City's most famous photographer.
Yes.
He's been with us. Please give it up for the big homie.
Yes, no doubt.
Man, and
That dude
for
is
you
got-
to be here today and not to be putting the camera in our face, know that this is a family moment with the rest of our family. And we just want to say thank you, and we love you, brother.
Nice. It's kind of coming full circle, too, because the director who directed your video for Poison directed the video for Run, right? You're keeping it all in the family.
Exactly.
Yeah. Right?
I mean, we didn't want to try to, recreate the wheel or anything like that. We knew we had good energy and vibes with Lionel Martin. He knows our style. We're like family now. And we gave it to him. He hit us back within a few minutes with what the treatment was going to be. And we got all the details down and we made it happen. That's why you hear a little bit of Poison in the beginning of it. He just wanted to remind everyone that, hey, I did that video too. So Lionel Martin, give him a shout out.
Well, life is a lot different now than when you first got started, like with social media and everything. What do you think the biggest change for you guys have been, going out on the road or putting together an album now? I know you did it independently, which is awesome.
Well, I mean, this is our first album in this whole social media era. I mean, and honestly, we're kind of learning our way, as we go along right now. I mean, it's like we have over 1 million followers on Facebook, on Bell Biv DeVoe's page, and it's like we're still trying to figure out how to reach, that 1 million followers. And it's a lot different now. I mean, before it was from us directly to the radio and then to our fans. The good part now is that we can just go directly to our fans, which we love, and we can just hear it right from them right away, whether they like it or not. So, that's different, but we're really still learning our way around this new era.
I love that. Okay, so in addition to the album that's coming out this month, we're also going to see the New Edition story, 3-part series on BET.
Yes,
and you
indeed.
guys...
Go on ahead.
This is so cool, by the way, because you have actors playing you when you were young, and you guys were all intimately involved in the making of this, right?
Yes. 10 years in the making, this New Edition story, and of course 33 years in the making as far as us being in the industry from 1983 to now, and we wouldn't have it any other way. We had to have our hands on. We finally got all 6 signatures around 2013, and from that point on, the process was just double time. They did their thing, and from BET, who spared no expense, this was their first major motion picture of this kind of this kind. So they wanted to make sure they were going to hit a home run with this thing. And Jesse Collins, the executive producer, and Chris Robinson, who did the directing for this thing, Abdul Williams, and Robbie Reed, who did a lot of the casting for it, man, they just spared no expense. And all the cast stepped up to the plate in dedication, hard work, asking us questions, late night, making sure that they were going to embody the essence of our characters. They did an amazing job.
So what do we learn about you that we might not know as fans and as, over the years?
Wow. A lot.
Yeah.
One, family and brothers, you go through stuff. In the movie that we told, if you've been to a New Edition concert, you would never know when you're watching the movie all of this was going on behind the scenes. We thought we did a good job keeping our dirty laundry in-house. Mm-hmm. So maybe when you see the movie, it might be some things to make you scratch your head, and, you get to see how members interact, and, to the extent things win. I mean, there's gunshot on stage, and, there's fighting, there's this, that, and the third, but then there's Can You Stand the Rain, then there's Is This the End? And it just moves you emotionally. And I think that we always wanted to have an imprint in the music business. And when we came in, we always said, man, we want to be like the Jackson 5. And we feel like because we've been around for 33 years, God had a different calling for us. And it was for us to go through some things and not to win 10 Grammys and win all of these accolades, so that we could stick together to make our movie not just a cinematic movie, but a people's movie. And I think our story will claim our position and imprint as New Edition is the people's group.
And that's good, Mike. Another thing you will learn is that with every album, with every tour, a lot of times with all the award shows and all the limelight that you see us in, with every level of success, there was some kind of challenge, some kind of conflict going on behind the scenes, whether that was with us personally or business conflict or family issues or whatever it is, there was always some challenge that we had to meet, even if it was just proving ourselves all over again to the industry, that we were serious about our craft and that we're here to stay. But, that's one thing that you'll see that, beyond the great songs and the great performances, there was, we were always going through something.
Was there a lot of pressure being so young at such a young age and that launching to such big fame at that time?
Nah, it was just fun, for us.
Good.
Ultimately, I mean, the streets of Boston, Massachusetts, the projects, pulling on your mom's coattail to figure out how you can catch $1 or $2 for that week's allowance, and then here comes Candy Girl, and out of nowhere, you're starting to get per diem, which is $35 a day. It's like, woo, we done made it, you know what I'm saying? So initially, there wasn't much pressure, but once we started to figure out that this is the music business, then, we, kind of had to fall back for a hot second, and Mike was one of the initial ones to begin to feel like, yo, what the hell is going on with this business of music that way? And there's a lot of money being generated, but yet we're only getting a small fraction of it. And that's when, this thing that we call New Edition and the monster, of the music industry started to come into play. And then you start to feel the tug of war that we've been going through for the last 33 plus years.
You want us to be honest, too, as Ron said. You want us to be honest?
Yeah.
All right, y'all know the new kids on the block, right? Yeah. Donnie and them, they got good friends. Now, when they came out, we figured, they were like the white pop version of New Edition, just like the Jacksons and the Osmonds. But we was like, God damn, their merchandising and their tours, it just seemed like they were mirroring to us how they were getting their money, but our success and the girls coming to the concert, we was doing 5 nights at Madison Square Garden too in '84. So we didn't understand how come we're doing what they're doing, but we could see them with their money back in Boston, and we was going through something with our money in Boston. So it was almost like it takes somebody else to shoot a reflection back to you to say, this ain't right. Our girls is holding us down just like their girls was holding them down. And we was like, damn, we ain't got that much money in our pocket, and these people looking like they up to something. And we 15, 16, so we didn't know no great lawyer to call. You don't know who's the best person. You just know something ain't right. It's just a project instinct. And then when we huddled up and just said, let's fix it, changed our whole life. And it came from us sticking together. And honestly, that was probably the growing point for New Edition, is when we realized we have to be with each other to solve this. We can't be separated. And hopefully that influences other groups to know that sometimes you just have to listen to your brothers. And if you stick together as a team, you'll win as a team.
I love that. And I love that, I know you've toured with New Edition in recent years, and now this new, the same iteration, but this new version of Bell Biv DeVoe with a new album. It's really exciting. I mean, back then it wasn't just Poison that made it on radio waves. It was also Do Me, which I think was named by Billboard magazine as one of the sexiest songs of all time. Would you agree with that?
Yes,
yeah.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Our version and Prince's version.
Right.
Yeah.
That was actually one of the inspirations for Do Me. Just looking up to him and all the amazing things that he was able to do in his career. And, from that one to When Will I See You Smile Again, which is one of those crowd anthems. It's crazy. We got a couple songs, in our history as Bell Biv DeVoe, and then a couple, of course, is New Edition. But when that pre-hook comes on Poison, that it's driving me out of my mind. It's just a sing-along, hands in the air. And then Smile Again, when you hit that Girl You See That Eye, the crowd is like, yeah, see, y'all trying to be all shy. Y'all trying to be all shy. And then
she got a mic.
Yeah, she did, right.
And she looked like she ready. Go ahead, baby.
Right.
You could do it.
She
We're
waiting for her
wait
question.
We
Right.
have a minute left, and then we're going to do some audience questions, so you better get your question ready. We're excited.
And then
for
Mr.
that.
Telephone Man, as New Edition, is just one of those sing-alongs, Yeah. So we just owe it to our fans, man. They've been propping us up for a long time, and we do this for them.
That's great. Are you going to be touring behind the new album this year?
Oh, yeah.
We expect to
Absolutely.
see you on the road.
Absolutely. We go on tour this May. We have a few spot dates before that, but we go on tour this May with Guy, with SWV, and In Vogue.
Oh, nice.
So
A little
it's gonna be
throwback
nice.
action. I love that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Plus, you'll be able to do that song, the other single that you have
Exactly.
together on stage. So
There you
that'll
go.
be perfect for that. All right, guys. Well, we're pretty much out of time, and I would love to get to some of the crowd questions because we got a very exciting crowd here today at Build. Who's up first? All right, lady in red.
Hi, guys.
Oh, Johnny Gill, where's the red dress?
Now, I am a big fan of Boston-based guy groups. I do love New Kids on the Block. So my question is kind of selfish. Have you ever thought about doing a Boston-based guy group, including Boys to Men, even though they're not from there because they're proteges, doing like a collabo tour?
Us and them?
We Go ahead, Slick.
You mean like New Edition, Bell
New
Biv
Kids.
DeVoe, New Kids.
Aerosmith.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? That'll be all right.
No.
No, yes. Come on now. No.
You
Come
mean
on,
like-
Steven Tyler.
You talking about boy band
I
groups.
say guy bands because you're
Guy
grown.
bands. Okay,
and-
there you go. I got
New
it.
Kids,
Grown.
New Edition.
That's something.
And Boys to Men because they're proteges,
There
and
you
maybe
go.
ABC. I don't know.
Right.
Okay,
right.
okay.
Bring them in.
It's like that's one of our dream tours actually. It's our we've we know the guys New Kids very well. We actually made a song with them a couple of years ago for their album, and they've been on tour with Boys to Men several times, and we've talked about it.
That's right.
We definitely talked about it. So you never know, it could happen. Okay.
Nice.
Hey, yo, listen, Donnie, you guys heard that? Wanye, Nate, all y'all, make it happen, all right?
Yeah. Nice.
All right, who's next?
Hi, guys.
How you doing?
Thank you guys for being here. I'm big fans. I was wondering, do you guys each have a favorite track on the new album?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can go down the line. Go ahead, Mike. We have a favorite track on the album.
Can
on
I
the new
sneak
album.
two? One
Go
and a
ahead.
half?
Go ahead, Mike. It's on
Okay.
you, bro.
I love the intro. The world's greatest entertainer starts off our album. My man Dougie Fresh. All right. And then I would say, shoot, girl, that's a good one. Damn, here we go. I like the pickup of this joint called I'm Better. I think that's kind of when I'm hitting the highway, that sucker lets me hit the floor. I like that one. I'm Better.
Yeah, okay, we're going backwards. I'm going to say the duet with SWV. It's called Finally. It's fully official. It's like taking things back to Marvin Gaye, Tammy Terrell. It's like Ashford and Simpson. It's like Sonny and Cher all over again. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of my favorites. And then I got to skip down a little bit further to, there's another slow song called All That There, produced by up-and-coming writer named Cyrus the Shields. And that's one of those joints that, you go to the club, right? And then, you go to that other club. You go to the other club.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you just want to be a little fresh, with your significant other. That's what that joint is.
Nice.
Right. No, she's over there trying to search it right now, trying to buy that joint.
Right.
She like, all that there, I need that.
Come on, you can hear a snippet of it. Go check it out.
Right.
For me, it would be. I have two songs as well. One is a song called "Incredible," produced by.
She must have heard it on The Quiet Storm last night, huh?
There you go. I honestly feel like it's, if not, it's probably one of my best vocal performances ever. And no doubt, she said no doubt.
I'm gonna
Thank
say
you.
that too, man. Hands down, Rick,
Thank
you
you,
did
bro.
an incredible job on
Thanks,
that joint.
Ron. I
Speak-
appreciate that.
Yeah, no
Thanks a
pun
lot.
intended.
There you go. Means a lot. And my second favorite would be a song called "Don't Go," produced by Battle Cat and also written by Cyrus the Shield. It's when we one of the challenges that we have is trying to find that perfect balance of, you know, not trying to sound like, you know, what we used to sound like, and also not trying to sound like we're trying today and try to be a part of today. And Don't Go is that perfect balance of where you have the ingredients of everything you love about Bell Biv DeVoe, with the catchy melodies, a nice sexy groove, and the performances. You know, like Mike said earlier, song for song,
Right.
we're a lot better as performance.
Yeah.
You know, so you'll hear that on that song.
Awesome. All right, we got one more question in the crowd.
Hi, gentlemen. How are you today?
How you doing?
Great. Okay, I have like a two-part question. So the first question is, over the years, how have you had any like techniques that you do to maintain your original sound? And then my second question is, when approaching this album, like what was your thought process? I know he just mentioned like the battle between trying to stay original and then formulating some new sounds too. Like what was your thought process at the end? Like how do we get to the place that we want to be, like mixing the new with the old?
Well, the second part, I'll go and then I'll pass it down. I think when we was getting demos, we didn't take a long time to decide if that was the joint. Like when it came on, if it hit us, we put it over here. If it didn't, we threw it over there. We were just like, let's just be brutally honest on what's good and what fits us. And then once we get the record, we try to make sure that there's a 33rd and a third participating. So if there's a singing part for me or Ron or a rap on the record, we start trying to figure out where can we place the other members in the song so that when you hear the song, it has a vibe of Bell Biv DeVoe. And that's really important to all three of us, because there's sometimes when Rick will hear a song, he'll be like, look, Mike, you should take this part, or Ron, you should take this part. So we're a really good nucleus when it comes to making decisions about our music.
And another point is that we're visually and performance driven when it comes to putting together records. We'll hear a song, we might just hear the music, and if we can't picture ourselves dancing to it, performing it, or what the video is going to be, then we'll just let it pass, because we don't want to feel like we have to try to be anything that we're not. So if we get the vision from it, then we'll make it happen. And we also feel like it has to happen organically. Like this album, the songs and everybody we collabed with, it came together so organically, and it was like one thing just kept happening after the other, just like the Poison album. And that's another reason why we felt like it was the right time.
Right.
Yeah. That's awesome. And we work out. You know, we don't take things for granted as far as the first part of your question is concerned. We love what we do, and the people that pay their hard-earned money to come see us perform, we don't take that for granted. So you'll catch us, you know, in the gym, in the various hotels that we stay at. You'll catch us outside on the block, you know, doing those 3Ks, 2 and 3 miles, sometimes 4 at a time. And those rehearsals, you know, every time it's time for a tour, we go in the woodshed and make sure we're giving this thing 2, 3, 4, weeks at a time to make sure we're changing and switching our show up so it stays fresh. And Ricky is always in the bathroom, in the dressing room, doing his vocal lessons, making sure that his chops are right. And me and Mike, every now and then we'll chime in, you know what I'm saying? But we can't keep up with this cat, man.
Thank you for that question. And I love just the camaraderie amongst you all. It just seems like you're just the best of friends still, and I love to see that, and you're making still amazing music. Guys, thank you for your questions. 3 Stripes comes out January 27th.
Yes.
Bell Biv DeVoe.
Thank you.
Now you know.
So listen, we just want you guys next week, starting from Monday the 23rd, we get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, new edition. All right, and we want you guys to stay with us and watch that on, if you can't make it to Hollywood, watch it on Facebook Live on our Bell Biv DeVoe page, because we're gonna show everything. And then, of course, the 24th, the 25th, and the 26th is the movie on BET. So please check that out. And also, couple more things. After the movie, right?
On the 26th.
log back into Facebook Live on the BVD page. We're going to perform some new songs from Three Stripes.
Before you go to sleep.
Before you go to sleep.
We know we all a little bit older right now. You know what I'm saying? We got to get to bed early for work on Friday. But before you go to sleep.
At midnight, you can download or stream the Three Stripes album.
Yes.
Okay? It'll be available for you, the whole album. And please, let us know what you think. Honestly, we would love to hear from you.
Thank you, guys. Bell Biv DeVoe, everyone. Thanks for coming to Build.